Many adults have seen the drastic change in technology, lifestyle, and society over the last decade, but imagine the changes you would experience if you had just celebrated your 101st birthday.
How old are you?
101.
Meet Jane Zarnecki of Chester, a mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, and resident at Erin Manor. She is very active and has a positive attitude.
I just figure I'll just accept whatever happens to me.
Yeah,
That's what I think to myself lots of times.
that's good. That's a good mindset to have.
I just feel myself very fortunate for what I can do right now
Yeah.
after what as old as I am.
Yep.
Because I can walk. I do. I need a little help, but I'm still able and talk and
Yep.
and I thank God for it many times.
Yeah.
Judy, I'd love to be in there again.
Why not?
Well, these are all young kids. They all know me.
They're all young kids.
They're, hi, Jean. Hi, Jean.
Can you explain a little bit about your high school?
Well, I was in there for close to a year, I guess, because I played basketball and everything in there. Maybe over a year. And then I got a job. That's what it was.
Yep.
I got a job in the summertime.
Yep.
And we were so much under money and stuff like that
Yeah.
I was getting paid. So I stayed where I was. They didn't let me go back to school.
Yep.
So I never finished high school.
Okay.
How did I meet them?
Jane's daughter Judy frequently visits Jane and continues to maintain a strong bond with her mother.
I'm Judy McCusker, and my mother is Jane Zarnecki. She's a resident here at Erin Manor. She's been here about 6 months, and she just celebrated her 101st birthday. So I think we've always had a good, very good relationship. She was always very supportive and, you know, easy to work with, no big drama most of the time. I, of course, moved away from home after high school, so I really hadn't lived with her in a long time. And now she's living fairly close to where I live, so it makes it easier to come back and forth and visit fairly often.
What do you think would be her biggest accomplishment?
I think for her, she would say it was making sure that her 2 children were educated.
Okay.
Both my brother and I were sent off to college and so forth, which was not all that common back then.
It's pretty old, huh?
It was. My mom's always been very supportive, and so I guess it's my turn now, you know. When we had our family, she and my dad were always there to help out babysitting and doing things like that. So, yeah, that's a very, very close relationship.
Not only is Jane a role model for her daughter, but she is also highly respected among workers and residents at Erin Manor.
My name is Phoebe Villadar. I'm from the Philippines, and I work in this company for years now. And for me, this place is like my second home. I like working here, and meeting like Jane, it's awesome. She's one of my favorite residents here at Erin Manor. Working with Jane is really like fun to be with. You know, for me, she's just like, you know, like my age. You know, she's very sweet. And every time I work with her, she's always have smile in her face, always like, it's just a sweet person.
They'll find her.
I asked her, how do you live 101 years old? How, when you were young, like my age, you know, what is your secret? And she will like tell me, just, you know, just be happy, stay positive, and, you know, work and eat healthy. Right, Jean?
We have a great time, huh, Janie?
I do.
Yes, we do.
We gotta work on that, don't we? I like everybody.
I know you do.
Any residents here, you know, they have different, you know, like some point of view, different situation, but Jane, I love her. She loves me, she knows me, and she's always like smiling, and she's a happy person.
Despite the huge difference in age, Jane always enjoys having the company of her great-grandchildren and younger relatives.
I always think of like making pierogies before Christmas. Like that's kind of a tradition that we have. We'll always like go to my grandma's house like on the 23rd or something, like after school, like the half day, and we'll make pierogies for like 3 hours, and she'll like yell at us for doing things wrong, but like it's the funniest thing because like she doesn't really do anything to help us. So she'll just like sit there and like pinch the noodles and like it's just like she's always like so excited to do it because she's excited to be able to see us.
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah, good.
We've done it like since she's been in like her old house, since my grandma's been in her old house. We've gone up to other families, like houses, and done it, and it's just like I don't remember a year that we didn't do it. She's always kind of like imposed a lot of like family values on me and all my cousins. Like it's like a big event when we're all together because we live pretty far apart. So like she's made me really appreciate like the times when we can all be together, and especially as like the youngest cousins, we appreciate that the most because like we like look up to all of our older cousins. So that's definitely like been something that she's taught me to always appreciate when like family's around and like being together and stuff like that.
Despite the huge difference in age, Jane always enjoys having the company of her great-grandchildren and younger relatives.
Whenever we walk in the door, she always like asks us about our volleyball game, and like whenever we like win, she always gives us a hug and says congrats. She always gets me to like try my best and continue like to do what I love.
Continues to maintain a strong bond with her mother. Jane's daughter Judy